Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dig into a really interesting and honestly kind of counterintuitive idea from Scott Howard Swain's book, A Practical Empath, Rewire Your Mind. We're jumping straight into chapter 21, which asks this really provocative question. Can positivity actually cause harm? I know it sounds weird, but stick with me. Let's find out.
So, the chapter kicks off with this incredible quote from Brené Brown, and it just hits the nail on the head. The whole point here isn't about finding the perfect magic words to fix someone's problem. Nope, it's all about the connection you offer when someone is going through it. Remember that word, connection. It's going to be a big deal.
Now I know exactly what you're thinking, because it's what I thought too. Wait a minute, positivity is bad now? We're told our whole lives to look on the bright side, that a positive attitude is everything. So how on earth could there be a downside to it? Well, that's the central question, and we are about to unpack the answer.
Okay, let's get right into it. Part 1, Positivity's Hidden Downside. The book makes the case that our best intentions, trying to be positive and helpful, can sometimes have this, destructive side that we don't even see.
The book calls this the positivity mask. Think about it, this constant pressure to always be on, always be happy, always be positive. What this does is it basically forces us to hide or just completely ignore our negative feelings. And when we do that, we can't genuinely accept the tough stuff, not for ourselves, and not for the people we love either.
And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. The author grounds this whole idea in a really powerful personal story, a moment of epiphany that totally flipped his entire perspective on negativity, positivity, and what it really means to connect with someone.
So picture this. There's a huge circle, maybe 80 people, all just coming down from this amazing 2-hour dance experience. They're in what's called a shareback, where anyone who feels called to can get up and talk about what they just went through. And this right here, this was the author's brutally honest thought whenever someone shared something negative. He'd actually get angry inside, thinking, come on, you're bringing down the whole vibe. Can't you just be positive? And if we're being really honest with ourselves, I think we've all felt a little flicker of that at some point, right?
But then, one day, something shifted. A person in the circle started sharing this profound grief over losing their dog. They talked about how that deep sadness just colored their whole experience and made it hard to even see other people being happy.
And that was the light bulb moment. Instead of feeling that old judgment, the author suddenly felt this wave of sadness for the person, but also this weird, bittersweet joy. He felt honored that this person felt safe enough with the group to be that raw and not vulnerable. And that one moment kicked off a whole new journey for him into what real authenticity looks like.
So that story leads us right into the core problem this chapter is trying to solve, our knee-jerk reaction to fix other people's pain with a quick dose of reassurance. It's such a human thing to do, isn't it? We see someone we care about hurting, and our first instinct is to make it stop. We try to, as the book puts it, happy them up. We jump in with a silver lining, or the cheer up, or let's talk about something else. But is that actually helping?
This slide is so important. It breaks down the difference in the message someone actually hears. When we rush in to reassure, the unspoken message is often, hey, your feelings are kind of a problem right now, and you should probably hide them. But when we offer what the chapter calls empathetic presence, the message is completely different. It's, your feelings are valid. You are welcome here. All of you is welcome here.
And the stakes get incredibly high when we talk about kids. The book points out that if we're constantly telling a child, don't be sad or don't be angry, we're teaching them that some emotions are just unacceptable. They learn to suppress them. And long-term, this can lead to all sorts of issues, like avoiding emotions as an adult, always needing someone else to make them feel better, and even using things like food or shopping to numb out.
Okay, so if rushing to fix things is the problem, then what's the solution? This brings us to the real heart of the chapter, learning how to offer the gift of empathy instead.
The key concept here is empathetic presence. And it's not about taking someone's pain away, we can't do that. It's about being willing to just sit with them in their difficult place, offering the warmth of your company. It's a huge act of acceptance that just says, I'm right here with you.
All right, let's see how this works in the real world. The book gives us some great practical examples. So let's say your friend Carlos says this, ugh, I hate it when people are overly positive about everything. Now, what's a truly empathetic response?
Check out Diana's response. Notice what she doesn't do. She doesn't defend positivity, she doesn't give him advice, she just offers a simple, powerful guess about the feeling under his words. She's trying to understand his world, not correct it. And boom, look at the result. Carlos immediately feels seen. Exactly. That one little guess gave him the space to figure out what was really bothering him. It was about his values of honesty and authenticity. Diana didn't solve anything, she just created a connection where he could understand himself better.
Okay, so this all brings us to the final and, I think, most useful part. How do we actually do this? How do we break the habit of reassuring and start building a new habit of connecting?
The chapter lays out this simple 4-step framework. Number 1, and this is the hardest one, just pause. Fight that urge to jump in and fix it. 2, try offering an empathy guess, just like Diana did. 3, if you're just dying to give advice, ask first. A simple, hey, would you like to hear some advice or should I just listen? Can make all the difference. And finally, number 4, check in. Ask something like, was that helpful to hear? It shows you respect them and you're in it together.
So there you have it, a deep dive into the hidden dangers of forced positivity. And the book leaves us with this really powerful choice that we face every single day. The next time someone you care about is hurting and you feel that pull to help, what are you going to choose? Will you offer a quick fix or will you offer a true connection?